Game 2 draft kicking off. Olaf Man coming through from the Kent State side. BG still prioritizing them AD carry bans.
Find your back.
Pantheon again from Kent State.
Looks like they're banning some pretty good junglers. There's the Rengar ban from BG.
They're looking to not have a repeat of that last game. The Malphite ban, that's kind of a respect ban, I feel. Going towards the Eric. I know he has some supporters in the chat that believe in it, so it looks kind of reassuring to know it got banned so he couldn't use his potential.
The Kaisa ban there for BG.
I was about to say, you're on top of that. Stream going down.
They said we forgive you. Cool.
Welcome back to anybody watching the stream. Malzahar pick for BG's side into the Irelia, looking potentially to be the two mid laners.
Hecarim.
Yeah, I was about to say, he is getting his Hecarim. I know he played that last week and had some really well performance on it.
Yeah, did pretty well on there, on the Hecarim.
To see who they respond pick to that. They do know who the jungler is going to be. Pyke picked up. Hovers the Evelyn.
Over in some
very strong pick, at least that I've seen. Or the Sejuani ban. Was banned out last game. Or yeah.
Yep. Thresh pick there for BG.
Scott picking his Thresh. I was talking to him about this before. CD always loves to play some hook champions. So hoping to get a clean performance out of him.
My genius will be understood.
I know with the Thresh pick, you kind of that lane you're a little more of the aggressive kind of playmaker, so you're not really as responsive as you could be on the Seraphine. In terms of defensive, you more so want to pick out the plays.
With the Thresh pick, the best carry right now that they play with that is the Aphelios. So we potentially could see some Aphelios.
Yeah, Aphelios does have a lot of potential and kind of different scaling with all of his weapons throughout whatever phase of the game you need range or AoE.
Lots of AD carry bans.
Still a lot of CC on the BG side with the Malzahar R, Hecarim R, and then the Thresh kit.
Not a problem.
So it looks like they're planning to lock people down.
Looking like a ton of AD carry bans. Caitlyn picked up for the BG side.
Looks like he's going for that range.
They could pick up Ashe, Aphelios. Talia pick. And Kiana. Could be a Pike Talia bottom.
Very true. Talia is another strong pick. I know I've seen her bot and mid, and both times if she kind of gets ahead, she can get a lot of damage out.
Orin pick there for the top lane. I like to see that.
I know the late game phase with the scaling items for his upgrades will definitely help the BG side. Past level 13. But the Kiana support, Pike top lane, are maybe looking to switch.
If it is Pike top lane, the Orin W can stop his Q and his W.
Mm. It does look like it's going to be the Kiana support. Looking for a lot of damage in the bot lane from Kent State's side.
The Malzahar versus Irelia.
That'd be an interesting lane, because Irelia, she does have to get close up, but she has a lot of damage, whereas Malzahar has his Voidlings to kind of do his bidding. So I'm curious how that matchup's going to go down before the junglers come into factor. Now we go into our spectator delay.
The long 3 minutes.
I will, in my unbiased caster but biased student, and in honor of my team, I hope the chat's energy is with BG for this game. Hope you guys are ready to fuel them with the fire and the spirit. I don't know.
I play a lot of top lane and a lot of Orin, so I like seeing that Orin pick.
Yeah, I know Orin, he kind of went through a heavy ban phase, but I feel like I haven't seen him in a minute to know, at least personally, his strengths and kind of that pick in general.
His passive is kind of a lot weaker now.
Mm-hmm.
Just because the only items you can upgrade are the mythic items.
Okay.
And some of the upgrades aren't really that useful because they're mythic items and they do a lot more than other items anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I believe he can duel anybody pretty well, and he's a tank.
His kit has also always been super effective.
The brutal damage from his W and his ultimate
Mm-hmm.
can just absolutely, you could 1v1 anybody if you play it correctly.
Very nice. I know that team, or that lane specifically, we do have more kind of sustain / tankiness from the Ornn into the Pike. So I'm curious how this lane will go off. Assassin versus kind of that bruiser tank.
Mm-hmm.
Should be interesting to watch.
Yeah, with the poke out from Warren, the Pike can just pretty much just heal up back at his tower, come back in.
Mm-hmm. So say Pike does have a lot more kind of range and mobility to get around the map compared to the Ornn, unless he has the TP. So I definitely think mid will have an influence somewhat from the top lane roams.
Gonna have to watch out for that Thresh there. He's gonna have to provide a lot of crowd control, keep that Caitlyn safe there in the bottom lane.
Oh yeah, I think the Thresh play potential for BG's side definitely will help them in the bot lane. However, there is a lot of damage coming from the Talia Kiana on the Kent State side. But we're starting in the game. For those of you who aren't the most league knowledgeable, the games have switched from game 1 to game 2, so BG will now be the red side, and Kent State will now be the blue side.
The World Breaker skin is coming out on Malzahar. I will say, I play a lot of Scion. I'm like number 55th Scion in A.
Oh, very nice.
And the World Breaker skin is probably my favorite skin in the game.
Love to see it. Does look like Kent State is going for the invade this game compared to last. Starting the blue side.
Oh boy.
Caitlyn does spot him out, but she still has the home guard, so was luckily able to get away. Thresh dropping a ward and then backing into his tribush. BG
Good thing Caitlyn came in there late. Some ward pings coming out. They know that it's warded. A good ward there by Thresh spotted the invade leaving, so they know that it's safe now.
Yeah, he did get confirmation of the full 5 on Kent State's side being on that bot side of the map. Looks like BG was able to place the ward and Pixel Bush, kind of get that vision to set up for red.
If Orin starts W here, he can pretty much half health the red buff, which would give Hecarim significant clear time.
Looks like both leashes have complete and the junglers are on their path.
Cool thing about this matchup here in the mid lane, if the Malzahar E does kill minions, and Irelia keeps hopping around like that, it will eventually spread to her. Yeah. It looks like Orin started with the Q instead, getting that minions in.
I'm taking to fight the Orin.
No level 2 there for the Orin, can't W the E.
We'll say this mid lane Malzahar pick, also very nice just from the spell shield on his passive. Kind of blocks some of that damage.
Level 2 coming into the Caitlyn Thresh. Hecarim there in the bottom side. Looking for that crab. Potentially a gank here in the top lane. A good E out from Hecarim. A good E too.
Very nice. Pike does have the passive on his W to get away and kind of get out of sight and heal.
He did also hit a double stun.
Very aggressive plays from the Hecarim. However, Sejuani looks to be closing in with the Pike. With the mid lane roaming up as well. No match for the speed of our infamous sword swinging horse.
Looking like Hecarim's gonna have to go to that bot crab. He does have mid priority, so. Some ward pings there in the middle lane. Kiana is roaming up towards that crab.
Yep, Irelia going in, gets the flash out of Malzahar. Kiana versus Hecarim. Kent State's mid lane running down. Both teams roaming in.
Kiana walking over towards that blue buff. A gank here in the middle lane.
Hecarim does look to be harassed by the Kiana, trying to get his farm, but she keeps having her presence.
Good Good try there from Thresh. Maybe guessing if the counter was there.
Keeping the grass up. Hecarim gets the flash out of Kiana. She does secure the first blood.
The BG bottom lane, I believe, should have roamed over there to help the jungler. Dive potentially there by Aurelia.
You know, Malzahar is definitely a squishier champ, but I feel has a lot of protection against dives just from, you know, his voidlings to the ult once he hits 6 and the spell shield. So she's probably trying to capitalize on that and try and do as much as she can before it gets a lot more difficult. Orm getting some damage out on the pike. Looking to claim his wave.
Walking up. A
BG
good,
coming in for the gank.
a good gank was
They do get the flash.
Double
Wonderful
flash.
hook by the Thresh.
a heal out.
Get the heal out. Does not look like they can pick up the kill.
Malzahar is 6.
Yes, the 1v1 mid. R comes out from the Aurelia, but Malzahar seems to be out of mana.
Yep.
Double
The
kill.
Aurelia stacked up her passive there. That's why she was able to just melt the Hecarim.
An unfortunate play. Looking to push in the wave, potentially back for her items. Sejuani roaming top, looking for the kill or the pick or the orange. He does have vision of her.
Orin with no W. Can't get out of that CC there.
Pike art, or Pike ult, sharing gold with his jungler. Little harass coming in from Kent State's bot lane. Kent State's top laner coming down, looking to get something mid. However, Hecarim is close by. They've spotted each other in the top river.
Boom. Headshot.
They're
Good thing
really
about the
going in.
Caitlyn. She
Flash out of Malzahar to avoid the engage.
Pike's also there in the mid lane. Malzahar no flash.
Another kill picked up by Kent State's mid laner.
Good hook there out from Thresh.
The flag gets some damage out. Kind of stops their engage. Both junglers on the bot side of the map looking to support their team if need be.
Aurelia pinging there up in the top lane. Could potentially gank the one. Fighting here in the bottom lane. Atalia wall. She cancels.
First kill picked up for the BG bot laner.
A missed ultimate there by Aurelia. Unfortunately, the ultimate out of Pike instantly kills the Orin.
The XQ is definitely a strong item, or strong element, I guess is the word I'm looking for, out of a kit. Kent State looking for the first dragon of the game.
The Blade of the Rune King completed for the Irelia. Gonna have a lot of damage there.
I will say that Baron fight, the Kent State team doesn't have any vision of the BG side jungle, but they had a kind of slow close to that dragon, so I feel like the Hecarim, you know, if their vision was wider, he could have definitely looked to steal it with the smite.
Walk up there by Thresh.
Kiana coming mid, looking to get the gank. Hex flashes over the wall for a little harass. Another skirmish top. New junglers in sight. Sejuani looking at her blue buff, but some trades.
Man, that Pike W there heals him up a ton.
Great how Ornn on the engage is getting a lot of damage out. G mid laner, Kiana ult coming out. They do pick up the kill. Hecarim coming
Goes
in
there
bot.
from Melkor.
Does hit her
Very
back.
good E.
Thresh with the
Good
flag
flash.
and the ult. Caitlyn picks up her second kill of the game.
Boom.
Game to top. Ornn putting in some damage on the Pike. And then comes the execute.
If Ornn waits to use his W on that Sejuani E, he potentially could counteract the CC.
Aurelia going for the dive in the mid lane. Malzahar unable to fully successfully get his ult off. Kent State seem to be looking for the blades mid. Kiana roaming up. They do recognize that Kiana is gone.
Gare Force, first mythic item for BG completed.
Yeah, they do have the mythic advantage so far. First mythic item of the game.
Good
Kiana
lantern
ult,
there by Thresh.
Great lantern from the Thresh. Keeps his
Pike.
Caitlyn safe.
Pike and Sejuani both there.
That could be a cool
Potentially could be a Rift Herald here for BG.
boom. Headshot.
Rift Herald being picked up. Ping coming out of the
State does know they're there. Ornn looking to kind of zone off by his Hecarim sometimes. Unfortunately has to ult out.
I will say, Irelia E is one of the hardest things for Ornn to W. The timing on it is very touchy. Gank here in the mid lane by Pike. Good flash out from
coming out.
Malzahar.
Kent State team looking to invade and catch the Hecarim. Earlier spotted him. Yana R comes out. They pick up the kill.
Aurelia ultimate misses. A TP in from Orin.
Looking to potentially play around the Infernal Dragon. Yana roaming up. Does get caught out. Coming to the Orin R. Misses unfortunately. And they pick up the kill and are looking to start the dragon.
He got Talia eat out of that ultimate. So unfortunately, he couldn't headbutt his ultimate.
It looked to be a promising play. The BG bot lane was in the jungle, kind of roaming up. Unfortunately, was not able to go through.
More counter jungling coming out of the
Thresh like
State
Caitlyn
squad.
doing a lot of
A
damage
good,
on the
very,
fight.
very good trap there on the play from Caitlyn.
Thresh on the hook. Here comes the Talia wall. Thresh on the plays. The flash R gets the hook out. They pick up the kill.
TP in from Aurelia. Forces out the heal of Caitlyn.
BG does pick up another kill on Natalia.
Rift Herald summoned by Sejuani. Beaten down on this Thresh.
Almost a 10,000 gold lead for the Kent State team. Got some items, some turrets, or a turret. Looking to secure their second one with the Rift Herald, but Hecarim seems to be shutting it down.
Time to get going.
You know, this top lane's an interesting matchup because you do have the Pike who secured himself some kills and does a lot of damage, but it seems, you know, from that fight, Orin kind of had the upper hand. It's from his bruiserness and tankiness.
As you were talking about that, they get another pick on the jungler there.
Flash coming out. Thresh looking to keep his turret alive a little bit longer.
Fairly even trade in the top lane. Maybe a mid lane turret here going down. The Mountain Soul up in about 2 minutes.
About a minute and a half to 2 minutes for the third dragon and first Baron of the game. It does look like Kent State has a lot more vision towards that top side, kind of looking to see where BG's at and potentially set up for it.
A lot of defensive vision there in the jungle for BG. Maybe a gank coming here in the top lane.
The Kiana just barely missed the Hecarim with the blast plant. Tries him back, does get caught. The Kiana ult comes out. The Blondie ult comes out. They're looking to pick up their kill.
The Talia ultimate was also used to join the fight.
Kent State picking up another turret in the top lane.
The Irelia built Kim Tank second item for her mythic. She's a very tanky. When she activates that ability, she gains, I believe it's 70% movement speed.
Kent State team looking to come down for the drag to save their mid laner.
Hopefully a pick here on Aurelia.
Best Lantern gets to attack them out safe.
Pike gets his combo on Malzahar. Looking like a third Drake's gonna be Mountain Drake.
Yep. Kent State setting up vision. They know from the red ward in the pit that they have control of the area in terms of BG's vision, but do not seem to be wanting it right away. Looking to get some pick. Flash engages. Oh, and now Fresh does pick up a kill and stays alive. Gets the shutdown gold on the Kiana.
BG bottom lane's doing very well.
I'm not going to learn
Kent State picking up the third dragon of the game. 6 minutes looking for a soul.
Ping's coming out the Baron.
State does have the priority. There early of cleared vision. Looking to start it.
Looks like BG has no idea that the Baron has been started.
Fortunately. Griffin does see the, Orange does see the Talia ult. Kent State for the Baron.
Looks like all mythic items are now complete for BG. Lots of burst damage there from the Kiana. Especially with the Eclipse mythic item. If he hits 2 separate attacks, her next attack deals bonus damage.
broken up into little pieces.
Looking at the grouping mid, Pike is pushing top. Orn recognizes that attack. Ekram coming up, potentially looking for a pick up a kill.
With the Baron buff, it looks like they're going to do a 1-3-1 setup. Aurelia there in the bottom lane, Pike in the top, and the 3.
Pike did a lot of damage on the Ekram and picked up the kill. Aurelia plays. Thresh tries to keep his Caitlyn alive. BG only takes this gap. Malzahar looking to pick up a kill. Does get the shutdown. Or gets shut down.
Pike Q into the Talia wall knockup.
BG definitely only defensive here. Kent State looking to push in. Use their Baron to focus or full extent of the game.
Orin tried to E there. Unfortunately, he hit the Talia wall, so it didn't go anywhere. Big push in there.
Recognizes the death timers, looking to get Nexus turret or potentially in the game. TP coming in. The rest will fall. And State doesn't have the wave to really proceed on the turret. They do have the minions chipping it down with the Baron buff.
Those buffed up cannon minion. BG looking to start a fight here. A good hit from them.
Here by the heck, unfortunately, the team was not able to follow up. State picking up the ace. And looking to close out game 2. And that would be a GG all around. I guess in terms of that, do you have any closing remarks for the stream?
I'll see you guys next week.
Yep. Thank you for watching. Next week we are playing. I just had this pulled up. Computer just doesn't want to work. But no, thank you for watching. Next week we'll be back, and hope all of you are here to cheer us on. Then get us a dub.
Let's secure the dub. Secure the bag. Thank you all for watching.